What's going on, V fam? Your boy Juan Valdez here, and today I wanted to make a quick video going over 3 of the biggest mistakes I made on my first Shopify store that made it completely just fail, right? Honestly, after all the time and efforts that I put into that store, I literally felt ashamed because I thought I was doing everything that I was supposed to do right after testing it and realizing, thinking back now to the things that I actually did, it was a huge mistake. So I want to make this video to help some of you guys that are just getting started, or maybe if you already have your store, running, help you guys avoid these silly mistakes that honestly made it so my store really didn't get any kind of results. For those of you guys that follow me, you guys know I like to be super transparent, so I didn't give an update as far as how I did last month, but I wanted to pull it up here. Last month we did about 80 grand, and then if I'll refresh it for this month so far, so you can see this month we're at about 20 grand. So honestly, pretty good month so far. I can't complain. I'm working on getting a lot better numbers, but again, a lot of the systems are in place, so now it's a lot more automated and it's a lot better than when I first started my store. So now, to kind of get right into it, I kind of broke down 3 of the biggest mistakes again that I made throughout my Shopify store that really caused it to fail. For those of you guys that don't know my story, when I first got started with e-commerce and drop shipping, my first store completely failed. It wasn't until my 3rd store that I actually started seeing results. It was a couple different reasons as to why, so I'm gonna just jump right into it. One of the first mistakes that I made with my first Shopify store, and it's a silly mistake, is trying to sell things that I'm interested in, right? So some of you guys, I've already spoken about this before. I wanted to really narrow down on this because this is an important topic. It's something that I see people still do up to date, right? And so I figured, when I make this video to kind of clarify for everyone, you should not be trying to sell things that you're interested in, right? That's the first thing that I did. And I honestly learned from my mistakes. What I tried to do is, okay, a lot of you guys that follow me know I'm into fitness, right? I like to work out and just live a healthy lifestyle. So I decided to get into the fitness space, selling fitness related products. And I thought that was genius, right? Of course, if I'm into fitness, I'd probably buy this specific fitness product. That was literally my mindset. And that was a huge mistake. And I see that people are still doing that. So you want to make sure you don't do that, because when you do that, you're just making it a lot harder for yourself to actually see results and actually get any success, because you're already down one. You should be doing research first to find things that have already been proven to sell and go after similar products, right? So that's the first one. You want to make sure that you do that, because the things that you're interested in, other people may not actually be interested in those products, right? So you want to make sure that you're going after products that people are actually interested in. There's no need to create a need in today's world, right? There's already a ton of people that are shopping online or buying things, and you can easily find the things that these people are buying and have similar products and market to them as well. That was the first one for sure, hands down. And I know some of you guys may be thinking I may have made that mistake too, or may have already heard about you making that mistake, but I wanted to make sure I hit this home, because when it comes to selling things online, you want to make sure you're fulfilling a need, right? And you're solving a problem. You're not going after things that you just think are going to sell well, because you're not going to do well if that's what you try to do. The next mistake that I did that was a huge mistake, is I tried to sell all my products really cheap and have all of them on sale. So my strategy was okay, I know that there's other people selling these products, some research, seeing what I can mark my product up by and see what Amazon was selling and things like that. And so I figured, okay, cool, so why don't I just try to beat everybody else by having the best prices, right, and the cheapest product. And that was a huge mistake, because when it comes down to buying things online, you never really want to be the cheapest, right? Because when you're the cheapest, there's a couple things that happen, and honestly, if you're being cheaper than Amazon, you're probably not making much profit, right? Amazon, they're willing to take that hit on a customer buying their product for way less than everybody else is selling it, because they know they're gonna get that customer to come back and buy again and again. I really think back to it, that was a huge mistake. Now, another reason why that's a huge mistake, and why selling really cheap products or trying to be the cheapest, and also having all your products on sale, or both of those are huge mistakes, is when you sell really cheap products, people start to know you as this store or website that sells really cheap products, right? So a good example that I like to use is thinking it back to Walmart, right? Nobody goes to Walmart thinking about buying expensive products. People go to Walmart because they know that they sell inexpensive things, so they know that they're gonna go there to buy cheap products, right? Once you kind of limit yourself, start advertising yourself as a store that sells really cheap products, or the cheapest products, and always has all their products on sale, well, now that's what you're known as, right? So whenever you try to sell, more expensive products, that doesn't work. So that's exactly exactly what I tried to do. You know, whenever I tried to sell more expensive products, it didn't work, right? And the reason why is because people already knew that I was known with that store for having really cheap products, right? So obviously I tried testing really cheap products at first, then I tried to test more expensive products. But because my whole store was filled with just inexpensive products, then obviously that's why I didn't have any success. Thinking back to it, obviously that was a huge mistake. So I see a lot of people doing that now. They set up their stores and then all their products are like on sale, right? And that's a huge mistake, because what's gonna happen is when now people come to your store, they're gonna see you as a store that has things on sale all the time, right? So they're not gonna wanna buy things unless it's on sale, because they know that you're always having everything on sale. So whenever you try to advertise like a regular retail product, if it's not on sale, they're not gonna be interested. And that is something you don't want. You want people to always be open to you buying free plus shipping offers if you have them available, free plus shipping products, and also retail products if you have them available as well. You want to be known for kind of having both, right? And this is the same thing I actually did with email marketing. One of the biggest mistakes that I made is when I first started doing email marketing for my first Shopify store, all I was doing was sending out free plus shipping emails like back to back to back. Like my first email did super well, the second one did super well, third one. But after like the fourth and fifth email, my open rate, my click-through rate, and the sales that I was making with every single email started going down. And the reason why is because obviously not every single product qualified to be a free plus shipping product. After I sent out those emails, well, I started to run out of products that I could actually market for free plus shipping offers. And so I had to start selling retail or start promoting retail products right through these emails. And instantly after I sent out a retail email that had only retail offers on it, literally my sales didn't do anywhere near as high or as good as the sales that I generated from sending out free plus shipping emails. And the reason why was because my customers, or the people on my email list, started to really categorize me as someone that sent out emails always with free plus shipping items. So then once I had retail items, they're like, no, I'm not gonna get this because he may have it on a free plus shipping special and I can get it a lot cheaper. And so that was a huge mistake. So what I started to do after that, and this is something that for those of you guys getting started, like, you want to make sure you don't do that, because your email list is like one of your biggest assets. Literally any asset, if you go to any single business, one of their biggest assets is always your email list, and it's the same for you guys, right? So when you're first getting started, you want to make sure that, or even if you're doing email marketing right now, make sure that you guys are not only sending out free plus shipping emails. You're mixing it up, right? We do a majority of our email marketing for our Shopify store. Majority is all retail emails, right? All retail offers. And then we have like once or twice a month, we'll send out an email that's like free plus shipping. And what that does is it builds a lot more urgency and scarcity when it comes to your free plus shipping emails, because they know that you're only going to send those twice. We're only going to send these emails out twice a month, so they know that if they don't take advantage when we send out these free plus shipping emails, then again they're gonna have to get these products at the retail price. And so now, because we do that and we have like our email list established, and they know that again we're gonna have times where we will have free plus shipping sales and offers available, but mainly it's retail product. Well, now we get sales from both our retail emails that we send out, retail offer emails, and also our free plus shipping emails that we send out. We do still generate a little bit more on our free plus shipping emails at times, but we still get also sales from our retail emails, which is great because we're sending a lot more of those out, so they kind of balance out. If I didn't get into the habit of emailing retail offers early enough, I could have probably, you know, completely brought down the numbers in on my email list, right? My open rates, my click-through rates, and my sales. And obviously I didn't want to do that because I had, you know, at that point in time our list was growing like crazy, just like how it is now. But that's when we were just getting started, right? So we were just like starting to pick up some traction. And so that's obviously a huge mistake. When it comes to email marketing now, I wasn't emailing out these emails with like my first store. This was like, I failed completely my first store because I didn't even do email marketing to begin with. But it was a mistake that I wanted to include in this video that I see a lot of people making, right? When it comes to email marketing, first off, not a lot of people do email marketing, which is a huge mistake. But second of all, when I see people doing it, they're emailing like free plus shipping offers all the time, which is a huge mistake. Now, the third and last mistake that I made was thinking that I could just have a decent Shopify store and that would be enough to make sales, right? So my thought process was, how fast can I get this store done, or in my opinion, done and up and running and start getting customers to come and buy things, right? That was my thought process. I was thinking, like, how fast can I get this set up? How I should have been thinking about it is, how can I perfect this store and optimize it so that when people come on my store, they're actually incentivized to buy, right? Because I have all the right things in place. And that's not the mindset that I had at all. So my mindset was like, again, how can I get my store set up the fastest? So I rushed my store so I can try to start making sales, and that was a huge mistake. You want to make sure you guys don't do that. I didn't optimize for conversions. For those of you guys that don't know about optimizing and what optimizing your store for conversions is simply when you have all the right things in place. For example, like the cognitive biases in your store, and which are the things that basically help people make decisions, which is like scarcity, urgency, social proof, all these different things. Having your store optimized is something that's super important. That's something that I didn't do, right? My thought process is, how can I set this store up the fastest? That way I could start trying to generate sales. And so that was a huge mistake. And also, I didn't think about the buying process that I was having my customers go through, from all the way from the pre-purchase to the post-purchase. Again, because I tried to rush my store, I didn't think about, you know, what my customers were potentially thinking when they were coming to my store. So one of the most important things is, like, when it comes to you having your store optimized and congruent, you want to make sure that from the time that a customer sees your ad all the way until the time that they check out, everything in your store like makes sense, right? And it's congruent. What I mean by that is, if you're gonna have a nice looking ad, make sure your store looks good, right? Make sure you also have a back-end system. I didn't have any of that in place, none of that. So that's super important, because the buying process is important as well. So what's the customer going to see when they first land on the home page? Which, again, when I first did my first store, it was terrible. It was like, I wish I still had it around so I can show you guys, or at least screenshots of it, how much of a joke it actually was. Make sure you guys don't make any of these silly mistakes, because they can cost you time and effort and money, of course. Obviously, my goal is to help you guys pretty much know everything that you need to know to take a store from, not only a store, but your e-commerce business from A to Z, and really have success with it. Because when it comes to e-commerce, it's a lot more than just having like a high converting Shopify store, right? Obviously, you need to have, you know, good products, good ads, things like that. But for this video, I wanted to mainly focus on the 3 biggest mistakes that I made with my first stores. If you guys want to see more videos about other mistakes that I'm making with either my Shopify store or just in general with an e-commerce, comment biggest mistakes down below. I'm testing non-stop, so obviously sometimes I do things that work and sometimes I do things that don't. So that's that. And of course, if you guys picked up a thing or two from this video, make sure you drop a like, and if you haven't already, make sure you join the V fam, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.